Hi there. I am Mick. My genre is rom-com with added drama, and I like to tip it off with aha moments, giving you a bit of surprise where you can go, oh, before you finish those pages.
Welcome to this beautiful podcast that I've started recently.
And good luck with it. You always amaze me with what you do.
Thank you so much. So, who are you as a writer in one sentence?
Ooh. Hopefully, a dream maker.
How so?
It gives you something to think about when you go to bed at night that won't cause nightmares, but makes you smile in your sleep.
Aw, that's so cute. What's something people misunderstand about writers or about you as a writer?
Ooh, they want you to please them before they hit the end of the book. But you have to understand, I am not everybody's cup of tea, but I'd like to think I make a darn good cup of coffee.
Aw, that is so true. Your coffees are way good.
Oh, well, thank you.
Full of flavor. Okay, so what's a value you'll never compromise in your writing?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Going into politics, telling people how it ought to be, that's more than one, and doing away with the good guy.
Oh, I like that. Sounds just like you. Okay, what part of the writing process scares you the most?
Ooh. Actually, there's two. One is the blurb. I hate blurbs. I hate blurbs. There's one, it has to be a latch. Somebody has to grab it and latch on and want to know what happens. And two is keeping the reader's attention.
Don't we all? What makes your voice different from other authors?
I would like to think originality.
Okay. I agree though. But yeah, okay. What childhood memory has influenced the way you tell stories?
Oh my gosh. There is no particular memory. I was raised with 9 siblings.
Wow.
And there is a lot that goes into those books. It can just be simple quips. It can be memories of things we did. I mean, in Wicked Lemonade, I had to go back home for a funeral, and I stayed with my little brother, and I was getting ready, and I said, Paul, do you have a full-length mirror? And he looks at me, he says, Annie, I'm a dude. What would I do with a full-length mirror? I mean, it's things like that as I'm writing, in the Cruise series, I had a little rose tattoo on my boob. Pardon me. And I was showing it to my sister. It was up high, and she says, "Wonderful! Now you can show them how to make it a long stem." Not funny, and that goes into my book. I mean, it's just tiny things that will stick with you forever.
Wow.
Really? And there are dozens of them in my books. It really. And then things with friends, or even with my husband, or jokes from doing 20 years in a band. Out of old farts and Pop Tarts. I mean, a lot of that stuff is just things that, from times that we played. And that's why it's dedicated to all the musicians that I spent years with on stage.
Wow. Brilliant. I love this. I love it.
That's why if my characters come off as real, quite often they kind of are.
I love all your characters. Everything about your books are amazing.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Did your parents or family encourage creative writing or storytelling?
Some of the teachers that I had in school, not many.
Okay.
But one in particular, Mrs. Reese, I remember her forever, and Mrs. Hickey.
Oh, okay. Mrs. Hickey.
Yeah.
That sounds like a nice name.
Vivian Hickey, yes. And they were absolute gems as teachers. Yes.
If you could talk to your 10-year-old self, what would you say about becoming an author?
Oh, I like to tell things back then, and my neighbors would have told you that because I was a talker, but I never imagined myself putting it to pen and paper.
Really?
Really, I was a middle child.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, what would you say was your biggest risk when you've taken in your writing career?
I never really saw it as a risk because I didn't get into it to get rich.
Okay.
And I didn't get into it to be famous. It's more, and this is going to make me sound crazy, the voices in my head. And don't ever tell a psychiatrist that, please, because I'd be in the office forever. Truly, when I get an idea, it builds from there, and then the voices increase, which does not make me civil. It does not make me a psychotic person. I think that's how creative minds work.
That's true. I like it.
And when the story is finished, you put those babies to bed, and then new characters climb in. So there is to it.
That's so amazing. Okay, so what does a typical writing day look like for you?
Oh, they vary. Usually I start with a couple cups of coffee, some good conversation with my husband. He plays piano for 23 different places here in the mountains. And so he has his thing to do. He is very creative. He's an awesome piano player. He has kept the music going while I keep the brain going. So after all the household stuff is done, then I just kind of bury myself in my she cave and start writing, and then we have dinner in the evenings together.
That's
so
amazing.
My brain is pretty fried by the time 5-6 o'clock rolls around. Yeah.
That's so cute. What's a common mistake new writers make?
Thinking you're done when you're not.
Can you elaborate on that?
You can go back to the beginning in the story thinking, okay, I'm going to edit, and then I'm going to edit again, and then I'm going to edit again. And every time you go through, you will find something more.
Yeah.
And the unfortunate part, excuse me, even once you feel you are done It is over, polished. Once it's in print, you'll go back in, you'll find a couple typos or, an extra doubled up word redundant, and then you're reading through and you'll think, oh, I should have added, or whoops, I forgot, because by the time you have read that 6, 7 times over, you're thinking, yep, I'm done. But it will forever stick in your mind. Yeah, I could have done that a little differently.
Wow. Yeah. How do you handle criticism of your work?
I don't. I mean, from people that I trust, I listen carefully. And then I heavily consider what they've offered. We don't always agree, but quite often I appreciate what they've said, and then I work with it and see what I come up with for final results. I'm always open to criticism.
Okay.
As long as it's constructive. I mean, if somebody looks at me and says, wow, that really sucked, yeah, it can be a bit of an ego blow, but I don't, it may send my confidence back for a little while,
Yeah.
but, not forever. Maybe for a couple hours, then you go take a good walk. You sit down and you have a margarita and you think it over. And, but am I going to sit down and cry? Oh, heavens, no. Like I said, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And you have to remember that the only people that come at you with that approach are not going to be the people you want to hang with anyway.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. 100%.
Kindness is free. That is what I live with. Yes.
Yeah.
Kindness is free, and you just shouldn't be mean. You want people to treat you the way you would treat them, or vice versa. Be very careful how you treat people.
Yeah.
Because you want them to treat you the same way.
100%. 100%. Totally agree. What book had the biggest impact on you as a writer?
Oh my. Does it count if I say all of them?
It does, actually. If you want to answer that, totally.
Because it depends on my mood. Probably sentimental wise or emotionally draining would have to be the last one I finished, which is Never Kiss a Hot Shot. And the cover, it's a sexy fireman. So you look at the cover and you're thinking, oh, that guy's hot. But if you get into the middle, you find out that both characters, they lost a lot. Yeah. But then you also find out that, well, her dad lost a lot at the same time. Yeah. I have a tendency to bring in family as well. And it just, it really hit hard. It did.
It was painful to read, no offense.
No, I love to stir emotions.
Yeah, you do. And you do stir emotions, a lot of them.
Well, thank you. That's kind of my goal. I cannot make people laugh all the time. Yeah. I like to toss some tears in there too, because it puts in some added thoughts. Yeah. Yeah.
In all this, everything you've done so far, are you mostly self-taught as a writer, or did you study writing?
Well, I loved my English classes.
Okay.
And I used to, my English teacher, I had 2 of them, that they had me do a radio show in the mornings for the school reports. Yeah. I don't know why I ever got into it. And the other one had me do the writing for some of the plays that they did in high school. she had me add on to them. And that is what really piqued my interest.
Do you think great writers are born or made?
Ooh. I think there's always a creative process. It's like musicians.
Okay.
And I know this is going to sound kind of weird, but every good doctor and surgeon that I've met usually has a musical background.
Okay.
And that's just me. I mean, I can't tell you that I've met thousands of them, but I've met a good 100.
All right.
And I used to work for a bunch of doctors. And the good ones had always been given music as a kid. Now, it's funny, my son just went through a heart transplant.
Yeah.
And one of the docs on his team was actually a drummer.
Wow.
And they had music in common. And he said it was kind of funny when you think about this guy doing such intricate work.
Yeah.
But he was a drummer in his spare time. And I said, that surprises you? But then, yeah. And it was heavy music that he did. But it's like, come on, think about that. And some of my own surgeons, they've all been musicians. And it almost makes me want to ask, when I have a doctor, do you have any music in your background? But it's just, I know. I think sometimes with writers, it's like get the creative juices flowing. Really. Yeah. And it's almost like music to us.
Yeah. Okay. So, what is the biggest lesson or life lesson that shaped your storytelling?
Ooh. Don't think too hard.
Okay.
It will come to you.
So, how would you structure that? Like,
don't see it as a job.
Okay.
And just, they keep saying that there's a big difference between fiction and fantasy.
Yeah.
And I myself do not understand that.
Okay.
Because, if somebody has a fantasy, it's make-believe.
Yeah.
Fiction is make-believe.
Okay.
A fantasy is a fairy tale.
Right.
That's the way I was raised. Fantasy has always been, Aesop's fables. Fiction is a made-up story.
Yeah.
It was a fairy tale. It's a little more adult,
Yeah.
And that's the way I see it. So you can make up your own stories.
Okay. That's nice.
I know that sounds weird. I don't go by Webster's definition of fantasy.
Yeah.
It's just, I think fantasy and fiction they hold hands and paths together.
That's amazing. So, what's something you had to unlearn to become a better writer?
Ooh. Sticking to the script. You don't.
How do you mean sticking to the script?
You don't have to. You can go off on your own, and then you can come back and change anything if you feel you need to.
So, in that words, you can call yourself a pantser, planner, or plancer.
Oh, I am a pantser, most definitely. When it runs with go with the flow.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I can tell myself, okay, it's going to start this way. This is how it's going to go throughout. And I know how I want it to end. But I do not sit and make 50 notes as I go. I can't do that because then it feels like I have to stick with it. And then it's just, that's kind of like writing a thesis. I can't do do that. No, no. I'm kind of free flow.
If today was your last day, what story would you want to leave behind?
Do what you love and love what you do. And kindness is free. And the memories you leave behind are going to be taken differently by different people. And it just, I have a painting on my wall that I made, and it was out of a Bill Murray movie.
Right.
And it just doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because you cannot be yourself if you sit and perseverate all day long.
100%.
You just can't. You can't worry about everything all the time.
Yeah.
You just can't, because that is what's going to kill you faster.
Yeah. 100%. Totally.
You have to persevere, and you just. And the other thing, when you're having a bad day, all you got to do is think about somebody else's. Because there's always somebody out there that has it a whole lot worse.
Yeah. 100%. Great advice. So, what's your guilty pleasure when you're not writing?
Ooh. A good glass of wine and a chocolate bar.
Ooh, any specifics?
What?
Any specific chocolate bars?
Godiva.
Never heard of it.
You've never heard of Godiva chocolate?
Nope.
Ooh.
You gotta send me some.
I was going to say, if I didn't have to send it overseas and it didn't have to go through 10 different temperatures, I like to do that. Oh, yeah. It's really good.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Godiva. Godiva chocolates.
Nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Alright, so what's your favorite film or story of all time? Or both?
Well, favorite film would be The Blues Brothers.
Okay.
I'm pretty easy to please. Favorite book. I'm going to have to go with the Bible, because I can open it anywhere at any time and always find something different.
I like
I
that.
am not a fanatic.
Okay.
You can find something peaceful at any time. And there are days I really do need to find something peaceful. Yeah.
That's very nice. Okay, if you could have a writing superpower, what would it be?
Ooh, speed.
Speed? Really?
Speed. Yes. Because there are days I'll come in and I can sit here for 2 hours and feel like I got absolutely nothing. Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Me too. I'm sorry to say it.
Okay, so since your guilty pleasure is chocolate and wine, what's your go-to comfort food while you're writing?
Oh, I usually don't eat when I'm writing.
Oh.
No, if I used to snack on Good and Plenty's.
Okay.
But no, I don't snack when I'm writing. It used to be a pretty bad habit, but I don't anymore.
What about drink?
Water, and I allow myself 1 Diet Coke a day.
Oh, okay.
And it usually lasts from mid-morning through the evening. Yeah, it's pretty flat by the time I get done.
I like that. Do you have any hidden talents besides writing?
I'd like to think I can sing. I spent
Really?
20 years on stage doing rock and roll, but I don't do it anymore. No.
Can you sing something for us now?
No.
Okay. It was a long
Not
shot.
in the mood to do a cappella. No.
Alright, so that's nice. So would you consider yourself an introvert or an extroverted writer?
Extrovert.
Okay.
Or can we just go middle of the line?
You can if you want.
Yeah.
So if you suddenly earned $1 million from your book, what would you do next?
Ah. Boy, you got me dreaming, don't you? Market. Because that is my biggest downfall is marketing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully with this you get lots of sales.
Well, thank you. That would be very nice. I might take a little trip, but I have no idea where I would go.
You'd pass by here, say hello, then go.
Sure.
Okay, so what's your dream writing retreat location?
A cabin in the woods next to a stream that is soft and flowing with no one around. I might take my husband with me, but only, and the dog, but only so I could send him down to the edge of the stream and he could go fishing.
That's so nice.
And he wouldn't be in the cabin with me all the time. But yeah, I was raised in farm country, and it was quiet, and we were used to the animals, and I kind of miss it. I mean, we lived real close to the mountains, and it's one thing, but no, I would take a cabin on the lake or by a stream, nice and quiet. I can handle the sound of the birds, but other than that, quiet.
Love it. Early bird or night owl?
Early bird.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Money or passion?
Passion.
Books or podcasts?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Books.
City life or countryside?
Countryside.
Team leader or team player?
Say that one again?
Team leader or team player?
Ooh, player.
Plan everything or go with the flow?
Go with the flow.
Text or call?
Call.
Streaming services or cinema?
Neither. I'm not a TV or a movie person.
Okay. Well, that concludes our interview. Thank you so much, Mick, for this. This has been a pleasure, and always having you here with me has been a pleasure. I mean, you are one of the best writers I've ever met, who keeps people on their toes, keeps them wanting to read, and keeps them wanting to invest their time, and also binge read your story till the end. So congrats for that.
Thank you. My pleasure.
And tell everyone where they can find you and how they can buy your books.
Well, I'm on Instagram and TikTok at the current time. You can find my books on Amazon, Kobo, Barnes & Noble has a few on there. I've got a couple audiobooks out there. You can see the list, at least most of them, on anniemick.com. I'm just kind of all over the place. Libby carries a few, but all of them are listed on Amazon.com.
Amazing. What are in the works for you then?
I actually have 3 in the works. The next one that comes up will be A Proper Farewell. A widow that simply can't say goodbye to her husband. The one after that is What's in a Name. And a guy that doesn't want to tell everybody what his is, but as soon as he finds out that everyone else's is weird, after he gets into a town by the name of Closed Casket, Arizona, population variable, he finds out maybe his isn't quite so bad. and the one after that is a very sad romance by the name of Heart to Heart.
Love it, love it. I am looking forward to reading all 3 books and can't wait to see what you come up with next.